An attack strategy that I had never seen before that I can only describe as shocking. Welcome and thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with Clash of Clans attacks, where today we cover the Lightning Storm attack. This high voltage attack strategy was used against Lost Phoenix in a recent clan war, and take a close look at this defensive base. Watch the queen as she paths around her throne and heads towards the Inferno Tower. It appears that somebody has finally figured out a true use for the level 7 lightning spell. Notice 5 in this player's inventory, and as the queen makes her rounds around her throne, here she comes closing in on the air defense and the Inferno Tower, and get ready for it. Here it comes, lightning spells, first 2 of them, quickly followed by 3 more just in front of those, and by the time the smoke clears, you ready for this? The queen is down, the Inferno Tower is gone, and you also have an air defense, an air sweeper, and of course the queen's throne also destroyed. 6% damage right in the beginning of this attack, but not as significant as those 6 percentage points is of course the fact that half of the Inferno Towers are gone, one of the air defenses gone, and of course the Archer Queen out for the entire battle, putting this defender, Dunster 76, at a huge disadvantage. And now the ground portion of this attack looking similar to, say, a Go Balloon without the golems. The heroes working their way in, the attacking king is down, the queen is still going strong. And of course, without the golem, the hero's going to take a lot more damage, but no risk of getting hit by that near Inferno Tower as it is out of the picture. So the Archer Queen finishing off the defending Lava Hound, and sure enough, almost untouched by defenses in the area, she is going to move on and take down another air defense before she herself goes down. As the ground phase of this attack wraps up, notice also one of the Expos is out of the way, and in come, ready for this, 5 Lava Hounds. Yes, 5 Lava Hounds, 4 in the army composition, the 5th in the clan castle. So the Lava Hounds moving in, just 1 haste spell remaining, just going to accelerate some of those balloons in after the Archer Tower and of course the Wizard Tower. And now the last of the Lava Hounds moving in from the top of the village, the balloons moving in as well, and the Lava Hounds just overwhelming the village. The balloons don't have to face that many defenses because so many were eradicated in the beginning of this attack. The Lava Hounds creating pups all over the place, and this attacker is quickly dominating Dunster's village and putting an end to this attack with 3 stars. An amazing, shocking 3-star win using 5 level 7 lightning spells. And get ready, here it comes again. This time Glider is the intended victim. Watch the queen as she paths around her throne, heading towards the Inferno Tower. 2 lightning spells again as she walks right into them, followed quickly by 3 more as she stands basically right on top of the Inferno Tower, and that again is going to take down the Inferno Tower and the Archer Queen. So now the ground portion of this lightning storm attack begins with the heroes, and this time a giant, a couple of wall breakers getting into the enclosures here on the far right hand side. Obviously this attacker intending to take down that air defense, get the clan castle out of the way, and probably the far right Expo as well. The queen should be within range if she has enough health to get to that. Now as she finishes the elixir storage, she will move into that enclosure. The king has moved into the other enclosure. Here they come closing in, taking out more defenses, and any moment the clan castle will indeed deploy, and as it does, out comes the Lava Hound and the balloon. The Archer Queen needs to use her royal cloak, but look as she goes to work on the Expo, takes the Expo down, and as a Lava Hound has come out of the clan castle, it is going to be inconsequential for the remainder of this attack, of course, not able to affect air troops. The Lava Hounds moving in the single haste spell, helping speed those balloons towards the center of the base, getting to that Wizard Tower before they take too much splash damage. Well deployed balloons precisely going after specific defenses. More and more Lava Hounds all over the place, and as they go down, the Lava Pups are going to help with the cleanup like you would see in a typical Lava Loon attack. The third of the 4 air defenses just about to fall. That Inferno Tower, no way to stop it with no spells remaining. But this attack's so overpowering, so many balloons surviving to the center of this base, and only 1 air defense in the area just makes it overwhelming once again. You can see the Lava Hound and Balloon from the clan castle just sitting there off to the right-hand side, not able to participate, just having to watch this village be decimated by this attack. And sure enough, before you know it, every single defense is down, every last structure is down, and another 3-star Lightning Storm attack wraps up. Now, in addition to the new level 7 lightning spell, obviously what makes this attack possible is the predictable path that the Queen will take in a base. Now, if there are no obstacles in the area, she will always pace in a clockwise direction, stopping at 8 different points around this octagon. We can take the shape and superimpose it on my base where I've placed the Queen out by herself, and you will see that it is completely predictable. She will always stop at the same points for a certain period of time. Now, we're not going to get too far down the rabbit hole as far as exactly how long she spends at each point, because that does vary and can be calculated out as well. But for these attackers, it's just crucial to see where she is going to pause. And again, studying a clan war base, you have unlimited time to study it, so you will be able to see exactly where she stops every single time and use that to your advantage. So such an exciting new attack. You could even say it's electrifying. I had to get out and give it a try myself. Now, of course, in multiplayer, a bit harder to study the pathing of the heroes, but you can kind of predict it. You have a little bit of time to practice, and so I just tried to wait for her to come around one more time after this Inferno Tower that the defender had conveniently placed right next to her throne. Here she comes, and get ready for it. Just a level 30 Queen this time. 5 lightning spells dropping down on the Inferno Tower and on the Archer Queen, and sure enough, again as the smoke clears, the Queen is down and so is the Inferno Tower. Now, the rest of this attack I didn't really care about as much, but I didn't want to lose 32 trophies, so I had brought pretty much the identical army, and I started out with a couple of wall breakers, the giant over here on the right, trying to get in and to get this first air defense out of the way, the air sweeper, and maybe a couple of archer towers. Now, I was hoping possibly to get that first expo down as well, but the wall breakers couldn't get that next layer of walls open, and the heroes kind of pathed off to the left. Then they came back after the skeleton trap, and they did not get as deeply as I had hoped. They couldn't reach the expo, so I went ahead and started the air phase of the attack, hoping that the Archer Queen would last long enough to help with the cleanup and maybe get towards that town hall once the air units had taken out most of these defenses on the upper left side of this base. But I was so focused in Balloon and Lava Hound deployment, the Galafail is coming shortly, as I fail to use the Archer Queen's Royal Cloak. She falls. She could have probably gotten to that expo had I remembered to use it. Another costly mistake, but I press on with the attack, trying to precisely drop the hounds and balloons, going after individual defenses. You can see the lava pups are working on cleanup already. Now, I didn't have that much confidence in my lightning timing and placement abilities, so I had brought a poison spell just in case I needed to finish off the Queen. But that turned out to be a wasted spell slot. I could have brought the haste spell, but I don't think that would have been enough to swing this attack into a 2-star win. I do get the 1-star for 50%, so at least it's not a fail. My first attempt at the Lightning Storm attack. It is a lot of fun. Such an exciting application of a level 7 lightning spell. Did not expect to see this. Will this grow in popularity? Will we see it in multiplayer? That remains to be seen, but I can bet you immediately we will be seeing some changes to war bases and defensive trophy bases, perhaps moving those Inferno Towers and air defenses out of the path of the Archer Queen. So there you have it, a new high-level attack strategy has emerged using the level 7 lightning spell. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. Thank you so much, as always, for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode. Please don't forget to check out my other episodes. Subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content and the first update and sneak peek information right here. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow with more full attacks.
Galadon, lightning on the Archer Queen. What a waste. We all know it's lightning on the gym box. Why do you think I'm going to Town Hall 10? Why? For the lightning, of course.